Hello and welcome back to another episode of Lore Bites. I'm Brutus, and in this episode we'll be analyzing Old Yharnam's crucified blood-starved beast. Old Yharnam's congregation of beastly worshippers makes for one of the most memorable early moments in the game, but there are a few questions that it raises. Firstly, Gehrman makes mention of a holy chalice being worshipped here.
One of the holy chalices is worshipped in the valley hamlet.
This is obviously referring to the Tumeri chalice we obtain at the end of the level, but what's interesting to me is that the beast patients are worshipping the crucified beast in the church instead of the actual chalice itself. Before we move any further, I want to talk a bit about Ashen Blood and establish a few facts. The Ashen Blood plague is a separate strain from the plague we encounter in the rest of Yharnam, which struck Old Yharnam long ago. Its victims are defined by their poisoned blood, which was treated for a short time by medicinal tablets. However, these antidotes could only provide short-term relief, and the scourge was deemed so uncontrollably dangerous that the healing church was forced to burn the city to the ground. There was also an outbreak of Ashen Blood in the ancient land of Loran, which was destroyed almost entirely. Returning to the Crucifixion in Old Yharnam, I have a couple of theories about the nature of this set piece. Given the presence of ritual blood on the altar, it could be that the congregation is in the process of performing some kind of ritual in order to extract ritual blood. After all, the origins of this blood are never fully made clear, and its item description simply calls it incoagulable blood. Alternatively, let's examine the nature of crucifixion itself. Crucifixion is a motif that features heavily in the first half of the game. In particular, both Central Yharnam and Old Yharnam are filled with the burning crucified bodies of male beast patients, and one of the very early set pieces in the game is a crucified scourge beast at the center of a town square. This figure is surrounded by Yharnamites, seemingly mesmerized in a way not unlike their beast patient counterparts. Crucifixion in real history was a widespread form of execution throughout Europe and the Middle East, used most famously by the Roman Empire. It was a severe and sadistic punishment designed to torture and humiliate that was almost exclusively reserved for the lowest class of criminals, including slaves, pirates, and heretics. Now, it could be that the blood-starved beast is a relic from long ago before Old Yharnam was sealed away. However, there is one theory that I think might be worth considering. Don't take my word on this, but I think there's a lot of evidence that seems to point at the blood-starved beast being a further transformed version of the female beast patients. Both enemies are found in Old Yharnam and Ailing Loran. Both of them inflict slow poison, and the blood-starved beast's poison blood indicates that it's stricken with the Ashen Blood plague as well. If the blood-starved beast is a more transformed version of the female beast patients, then maybe the congregation is worshipping one of their own, sort of like a martyred comrade. Alternatively, if Eileen is right, and everybody is already infected and becoming a flesh-hungry beast, then the hunt isn't really about healthy humans going out and hunting beasts. It's a ritual, wherein those who are infected go out and hunt the more afflicted and further transformed. If we think back to the crucifixions in Central Yharnam, perhaps the act of crucifixion performed in Old Yharnam is a direct reference to this. The beast patients have retained faint memories of hunting and crucifying beasts who are further transformed than themselves, and have acted on this instinct by targeting a hideously transformed, blood-starved beast. Another mystery of this set piece is the flammable urn suspended from the rafters that can be dropped onto the beasts below. Who set up this urn and for what purpose? There is a female beast patient on the rafters before the urn, so it's possible that she's the culprit. However, I can't think of any reason why she would want to burn her companions alive, and I actually find it even less likely that she would have the cognizance to create such a complex ambush in the first place. Given that the path to access the urn is right at the base of Djura's tower, it's pretty safe to guess that he or his accomplice were the ones responsible. As for why, I can think of 3 reasons. Firstly, Djura may have set up the bomb as a failsafe for if the beasts of Old Yharnam ever turned against him. Personally, I find this explanation extremely unlikely given Djura's views on the beasts and also the extraordinary lengths he goes to protect them.
If you still insist on hunting them, then I will hunt you first. You understand me?
A much more likely alternative is that Djura set up the urn as an ambush for other hunters passing through Old Yharnam, perhaps to drop on the hunters who managed to slip past his fortifications. There are already explosive ambushes like this set up earlier in the level, probably by Djura's accomplice, and given the way those play out, it seems like he's willing to sacrifice a few of the beasts under his care if it means neutralizing threats to the greater good. The final possibility is that the bomb was placed during the scouring of Old Yharnam long ago. This might have something to do with the powder kegs. There's something of a powder keg presence here, with a remorseful note placed near a corpse holding the rifle spear. Maybe the powder kegs, Djura included, were enlisted to destroy Old Yharnam with their explosive expertise. Djura, regretful of his actions, devotes himself to protecting the survivors, but maybe this trap was set by another hunter in the distant past. We'll be getting some more information about the powder keg soon enough when the Old Hunters DLC launches on November 24th, so we might just get some answers to these lingering questions yet. And that concludes this episode of Lore Bites. As always, I hope you guys found this interesting. Please let me know what you think in the comments below. Please like and subscribe to my channel and join me next time where I'll be having a look at the Witch's Abode.